Good morning, friends. Prepared Suburbanite back at you with another video. Today is President's Day, and it's a holiday. And I've got some thoughts about these 3-day holiday weekends and what I call the syndrome of 2 Saturdays versus 2 Sundays. So stick around. Back before I retired, I used to always look forward to 3-day long holiday weekends. And the weekends would start off Saturday morning, and it just felt like, oh God, I got so much time on this nice holiday weekend. And it didn't matter if it was President's Day or if it was the 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, whatever. It was always a treat to be able to have a 3-day long weekend all to yourself kind of a thing. So the weekend would start off Saturday, and you'd be looking around and say, geez, I got 2 more days, while you're doing all your chores or just going on a picnic or having fun, whatever you were doing. You pretty much blew through that first day, and then you got up Sunday morning and it's like, oh, it's Sunday. God, I got to go to work. Oh no, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. And so you try to enjoy Sunday as best you could, but your body and your mind are programmed to very simply look at the look at the upcoming Monday, that dreaded day to go back to work. And you'd be fighting that off from about 3 or 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. And you'd have to kind of slap yourself back into reality and say, hey, I got another day off. And you get up on Monday morning and it feels like Sunday all over again, because about 3 or 4 in the afternoon you start getting that, oh God, I gotta go to work tomorrow. And here we go. So my dilemma, I guess, the stigma that's attached to these long holiday weekends that incorporate the Monday, I would much rather have them be the Friday. And there's no reason that couldn't have been a Friday, but the folks in Congress that approved all these long holiday weekends and said, oh, we'll make them Mondays. Well, maybe that works out good for you, but it sure didn't work out good for me, because I'd get the 2 Saturday syndrome where you wake up on Friday morning and say, oh, it's Saturday. Oh, wait. Oh, oh, great. I got a day off. And you get to enjoy that day. And then you get up on Saturday morning and you go, yay, hey, it's Saturday. Great. And I can do all that kind of cool stuff that I want to do, go on picnics, work around the house, do whatever. And then Sunday comes along and maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, reality starts setting in and, oh God, I got to go to work on Monday. So I would much rather have a long weekend with 2 Saturdays rather than 2 Sundays. So that's my theory on that. Like to hear what your thoughts are on these long Monday holiday weekends. So anyway, the truckers strike. I want to just briefly talk about that, and I certainly understand why they're doing what they're doing, because the judgment that idiot judge in New York City levied on Donald Trump and his sons and the organization just is absolutely incredible. Totally politically motivated, in my opinion. The judge decided the fate of this whole thing even before the trial started, and he telegraphed that. So Trump never got a fair shot at all. There was no impartial jury. This was all one judge eking his hate out against Trump and his organizations. And the recurring theme is that, how can you be penalized for committing fraud if nobody was ever injured? And you used some of the most powerful banks in the world to finance your business and do your expansions and all that. And they have a team of crack experts that look at everything that you may put up for collateral, what your payment history has been, and they make independent decisions. So it's not like they were 100% relying on Trump's financial statements or anything like that. But anyway, it was totally unfair in my opinion, and if you think otherwise, I'd love to hear why you think that. But the trucker strike, now these truckers are all, I'm hearing from different sources here and there that they're going to start not accepting jobs, not accepting trips into New York City, just as a punishment for the idiot policies in New York City. Not only just against Trump and that crazy judgment, but the other kind of issues with the immigration and sanctuary city policies and the high crime rate and the type of DA prosecutors they've got in the New York City area. I can certainly understand and certainly sympathize with the truckers saying, they need to be taught a lesson because they're the truckers are the ones that really make America work. And but what I'm afraid is going to happen, just like it happened with other kind of movements like this, is that you may end up with a few independent operators that can actually afford to turn down loads that are destined for New York City. And there may be a few of them, I don't know, a dozen, 2 dozen, maybe as many as 12 dozen, I don't know. But the big trucking companies, the Old Dominions, and all the ones that run on a national basis, if they've got a group of guys, a group of truckers that refuse 2 or 3 trips, loads that are going to a specific place, they probably won't have jobs for very much longer. And just all kinds of nasty things are going to happen. So these employed truckers are going to have to really think twice about what they're willing to sacrifice for their cause. And I'll support. I think it's a great idea. I think New York City needs to be taught a lesson about what justice is, and I think this may be a way to do it. It could very well turn out to be something that brings New York City to its knees. There could be some apologies going on. There could be some policy changes that really could be helpful to the rank and file, the blue-collar workers in New York City. And God knows they need all the help they can get. Well, anyway, if this does springboard and take effect, the question, I guess, for every prepper is, if it happened to you in your city, would you be ready? Do you have enough food? Do you have enough water? Do you have enough gasoline? Do you have enough whatever to get you through? Medical supplies, you name it. Because if the truckers stop delivering, it's not going to take very much longer. It may take 8 hours to clear out most of the supermarkets around. It's then it'll start having an impact in your hospitals for care, emergency care. Would they be able to run their generators? Are they going to get the supplies they need to take care of you if you need to be taken care of? So the truckers, I think, can wield a pretty big hammer here, but you may want to make sure that you've got your house in order so that you can survive a week or 2 months or 3 months, whatever it's going to take. If the truckers turn out to be very successful in this and it hits your town, it hits your city, then the unprepared are the ones that are going to be ripping the shelves out of the supermarket, and it's the prepared folks that are going to sit back with some confidence and say, we can make it, and we will survive. A country boy can survive. So keep that in mind as you think about this. Support the truckers wherever you can. Tell New York City it needs to learn a lesson. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see you all on the next video.